Alright, now you're on the income and expense sheet. This is one of the hardest sheets to actually complete in your Keystone application. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to go through it. It's going to require you to go back and look at your different pages, your basic setup, and your different SAEs that you have. One thing that you have to keep in mind, you have to keep in mind of the year in which, the calendar year, not the school year, the calendar year in which the SAE was performed. So there's several things. This is where you should probably have another sheet of paper with your records on if you did not keep them in AET for them to complete. Now you may already have some numbers in here, and I want to show you where those numbers come from. So here in 2013 we have a beginning inventory of $800. When we go back to basic setup page, if you scroll down, you will see that we did put in for a heifer and a market steer. So that is where that money or amount is coming from. It does not count your cash on hand or the cash that you have at the end. So that those amounts are not figured in there, and they don't need to be figured in there. So when you go back to the income and expense page, the best thing that I recommend for this page is you do have two videos up here, and they almost do a better job of explaining it. The next thing, if you have not already clicked on these little questions, little question marks, they will actually go through and explain to you what each of the items are. So for each year, you're supposed to have a beginning inventory, and you'll find out when you start typing in, whatever you type at the end will automatically be your beginning inventory. So it will transfer the whole way across for you. Then cash sales, if you sold an item, that's where you'll put it. If you maybe use some of it at the house. Now some of you may not have much of this completed. Not a lot of information to put in there, so it's okay. But this page, okay, this income and expense summary, is the page in which it really confuses people, and it can throw off your numbers a lot. Then the next one is your ending. You have current and non-current inventory, and again, the videos do a very good job of explaining what should be current and what should be non-current. Some of these things you may not have anything. Keep in mind, if you type something in, you have to click add. So again, you may not have anything in this page. Same with non-current inventory. There may not be a lot of things in there for you, especially if yours is just a job. Your assets page, then, this page here, this is where a lot of you have seen trying to fill things in. This assets page is actually the page that it creates itself. You do not have to do anything on this page. It will create everything for you, so do not try to put anything in assets. Your liability, same thing. Do not be putting anything in here. These two pages, assets, liability, and net worth, all calculate for you based upon what you put in the income expense statement. So these pages automatically form for you. So you have to start in the income and expense statement. Your earned and productive invested, again, creates it automatically for you. You do not put anything in there. It is automatically created for you. So keep that in mind. So when you start your income and you do your ending current inventory and your ending non-current inventory, the next three pages are automatically created through the system. So don't try to fill those pages out. You will throw the whole system off. So you have to start back here. Again, this page, it is confusing, but if you take it year at a time and start going down through here, look at what it's saying here. What does this mean? Examples. And they provide you with great examples. Watch the videos. You have to do this. I can't sit down unless you decide to say after school or before school, give me a time. I can sit down with you a little bit more, but you kind of have to put this stuff in yourself. I don't know because you didn't keep your records up to date in AAT. So you have to go back, provide your records, look at them, see what they are, and start figuring out where you put some of this information in. If you have any questions, you can email me. If you think you're done at this point, you can email me and I can look at your application for you. That October 13th deadline is coming up very quickly.